The desert air whipped at the windows of the rented SUV, a blur of Joshua trees and neon signs flashing by. We were Vegas-bound, 5 friends crammed together, the energy buzzing with anticipation. My girlfriend Sarah was back home, a little miffed I was taking this weekend trip, but I promised her I'd call every night. I had her on speaker as we crossed the Nevada state line, the conversation a mix of her telling me about her week, and me trying to sound enthusiastic while simultaneously navigating the I-15 traffic. "So, promise me you won't lose all your money at the tables," Sarah said, her voice laced with a playful but slightly worried tone. "Nah, I'll be responsible," I lied, already picturing the roulette wheel spinning. "I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Love you." "Love you too," she replied, and the call clicked off. Vegas hit us like a wave, a sensory overload of flashing lights, ringing slots, and the constant thrum of music. We checked into our hotel, a gaudy monstrosity with a faux Egyptian theme, and immediately hit the strip. The night was a whirlwind: casinos, overpriced drinks, a mediocre magic show, and a hazy memory of losing $100 on blackjack. As the night wore on, my friends drifted off to different corners of the city, some chasing their luck at poker, others succumbing to the allure of the nightclubs. I found myself wandering, a little lost in the sheer scale of the place. That's when I saw her. She was sitting at a quiet bar tucked away in a less crowded casino, nursing a drink and reading a book. She had this air of quiet confidence, a contrast to the frenetic energy of the strip. Something about her drew me in. I struck up a conversation, and we talked for hours. Her name was Maya, and she was a writer, a stark contrast to the usual Vegas crowd. We talked about books, about travel, about everything and nothing. The hours melted away, the casino noise fading into a background hum. We left the casino and walked the deserted streets as the sky began to lighten. We found a 24-hour diner and shared a booth, the only 2 people in the place. The conversation flowed effortlessly, a connection forming that felt both instant and profound. We watched the sunrise paint the desert sky in hues of pink and orange, a breathtaking spectacle that felt like it was just for us. As the first rays of light touched the city, I knew I had to go back. My friends would be wondering where I was. I walked Maya back to her hotel, a small boutique place far from the mega resorts. We stood outside for a moment, the silence comfortable. "I had a really great night," I said, the words feeling inadequate. "Me too," she replied, a small smile playing on her lips. We exchanged numbers, a promise to stay in touch hanging in the air. I walked back to my hotel, the Vegas I had experienced the night before feeling a million miles away. My friends were just waking up, bleary-eyed and hungover. They asked where I'd been, and I mumbled something about going for a walk. I knew I couldn't tell them the truth. I couldn't even explain it to myself. The drive back was quiet. I thought about Sarah, waiting for me at home. I thought about Maya, her quiet intelligence, and the unexpected connection we'd forged. Vegas had given me a weekend I hadn't expected, a secret I now carried, a memory that would linger long after the neon lights had faded.